Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on to your hats because there's some serious buzz swirling around the NFL, and it's got the Giants fans talking. Rumors are swirling that the Cleveland Browns might be making a bold move, and it could have massive implications for the Giants' plans for this season and beyond. You've probably heard the whispers, Adam Schefter among others, hinting that Cleveland might be ready to shake things up. The Browns, currently sitting at a disappointing 2-7 record with an $18 million cap crunch, are apparently eyeing a trade that could send Jerry Jeudy, the talented wide receiver from the Denver Broncos, over to the Big Apple. And if this happens, it could be a game changer for the Giants' offense, especially with how much Jeudy can bring to the table. So what's the story here? Well, the Browns are reportedly in some chaos right now. They're struggling to find consistency, partly due to Deshaun Watson's struggles. He's completing just 58% of his passes, and their offense is ranked 29th in the league, averaging only about 2 points per game. To make matters worse, they're facing some serious cap issues, with only about $18 million remaining, which makes extending key players like Myles Garrett a challenge. The Browns are in a bit of a bind. They need to free up cap space, but they also need to fix their offense. That's why some insiders believe Cleveland might be willing to part ways with Jeudy, who's shown flashes of brilliance and could help a team like the Giants turn things around. Now, Jeudy, who's just 26 years old, has been lighting it up when healthy. Through the 2025 season up until last week, he's caught 28 passes for 335 yards and a touchdown, averaging 12 yards per reception. His yards after catch, YAC, is solid at 4.8, and his contested catch percentage is at 78%. Despite suffering an ankle sprain in Week 3, Jeudy has demonstrated explosive route running, and his metrics are pretty impressive. PFF grades him at 75.2, which is pretty solid for a receiver in his third NFL season. His career stats with the Broncos and Browns combine for over 200 yards and 12 touchdowns, with a route win rate of 82% versus man coverage and minimal injury history. He's a player with the ability to stretch the field, much like DK Metcalf did when he was traded to the Seahawks in 2022 and immediately added a big boost to their offense, averaging over 180 yards per game. Jeudy's ability to get open and make contested catches could be exactly what the Giants need to elevate their passing game. But here's the thing, Cleveland is skeptical about making this deal. They're worried about losing a contested catch specialist, especially when their offense is struggling to put points on the board. Their defense isn't helping either, allowing around 25 points per game, and clearly, they're in need of a shake-up. Meanwhile, the Giants, sitting at 2-7, are in a different position. They have roughly $18 million in cap space and are looking to add pieces that can make an immediate impact. And Jerry Jeudy, paired with Malik Nabers, could form a dynamic duo that's capable of transforming their offense. Think about it, adding a receiver who can create separation of +1. 8 yards per route, and has an 11% higher contested catch efficiency. That's the kind of upgrade that can turn the tide for a team desperate for consistency and big plays. Now, let's look at how Jeudy could fit into the Giants' offense. The team has been inconsistent all season, especially at the receiver position, where they've struggled to develop a reliable go-to target for Daniel Jones. Adding Jeudy could be a game changer. His ability to win 78% of contested catches and stretch defenses vertically would open up more opportunities for Saquon Barkley and the other playmakers. Plus, his track record of winning 82% of his routes against man coverage shows he's a reliable target in tight windows. If he joins the Giants, it's not hard to imagine him transforming into a key piece, much like Stefon Diggs did when he was traded to the Bills in 2020. Adding over 0 yards in his first season. Jeudy's hands are reliable. He's had 0 drops in 2025, and his big play ability can reshape the Giants' passing attack. From a strategic standpoint, this move could be seen as a vision for the Giants' future. They've been building with a focus on speed and explosiveness, and Jeudy fits right into that mold. His ability to create separation and make contested catches makes him an ideal X-factor for the playoffs. Imagine him catching a deep ball or making a clutch conversion on third down. These are the kinds of plays that can swing games in the Giants' favor and propel them into the postseason. And speaking of the postseason, the odds for the Giants to make a deep run are currently around plus 12-0, but if they land a player like Jeudy, those odds could shorten significantly, maybe even as low as plus 4,500. His addition wouldn't just be a short-term fix. It could be a long-term investment that elevates the Giants' offense for years to come. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade symbolizes a shift in the NFL landscape. Cleveland might be stuck in neutral, trying to salvage a season that's slipping away, while the Giants are positioning themselves to make a playoff push. Jeudy's proven explosiveness and reliable hands could be the missing piece to unlock their full offensive potential, especially with Daniel Jones looking more comfortable and confident under center. The Giants' coaching staff has been emphasizing the importance of creating big plays and minimizing turnovers, and Jeudy's skill set aligns perfectly with that philosophy. His ability to stretch the field would also help reduce pressure on Barkley, allowing the Giants to diversify their attack and keep defenses honest. But let's not forget, this is all still speculation at this point. The NFL trade deadline is always unpredictable, and teams often surprise us with last-minute moves. Cleveland's reluctance to give up Jeudy might be rooted in their desire to hold onto some offensive firepower, especially with their offense ranked so low. Still, if the Browns are truly in chaos, with a shaky roster and cap issues, they might be tempted to make a bold move that can bring some immediate return, especially if it means getting a second-round pick in 2026. That's a valuable asset for a team that's trying to rebuild quickly and rebuild smart. For the Giants, acquiring Jeudy would be a statement move, one that says they're all in on making a playoff push and believe in their quarterback's ability to lead a deep postseason run. So, for all you Giants fans out there, this could be one of those trade scenarios that defines the season. A move that might seem small on paper but could have ripple effects felt for years. The Giants have been building steadily, focusing on young talent and strategic moves, and adding a player like Jeudy would fit that blueprint perfectly. It's about making bold decisions when the moment calls for it, and right now, the Giants have a real chance to capitalize on this potential opportunity. The NFL is a league of momentous shifts, and this could be one of those moments for the Giants, a chance to turn a struggling season into a springboard for greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Giants' front office and coaching staff will be watching this situation very closely. They've always been shrewd with their moves, and if they see an opening to land Jeudy, expect them to be all over it. The potential upgrade at receiver could not only help them in this season's playoff push, but also set the foundation for future success. Daniel Jones needs weapons, and Jeudy's proven ability to make big plays and win in tight coverage makes him an ideal candidate to help elevate this offense from inconsistent to formidable. The Giants fans, who have been hungry for a return to dominance, should be optimistic but also patient, because if this trade goes through, it could be the start of something special. And as we all know, the NFL is unpredictable. Teams are always making last-minute moves, and the deadline is rapidly approaching. Cleveland's hesitation might be understandable given their current cap and roster situation, but if they pull the trigger, it's going to send shockwaves through the league. The Giants, on the other hand, have a real chance to capitalize on this chaos. They've been steadily improving, and with the right move, they could just push themselves over the edge into playoff contention. It's a fascinating storyline to follow, and as always, we'll be here to break down every development for you. So Giants fans, keep your eyes peeled. This trade rumor might turn into a reality, and if it does, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the deadline season. Whether Jeudy ends up in New York or stays in Cleveland, one thing is for sure, the NFL landscape is shifting, and the Giants are right in the thick of it, ready to seize their moment. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, thank you for being part of this passionate Giants family. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our team. Remember, it's not just about today, it's about building a winning culture, and with moves like this, the Giants are showing they're serious about that goal. Keep the faith, stay loud, and let's go Giants.